What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm going to show you how to fix this annoying issue of having your iPhone stuck in here on this screen which says cannot connect to iTunes Store. Let's say you're trying to open up the iTunes Store in here and it's simply not allowing you to do so because it's saying that it's unable to connect to the internet. Do not worry, we do have many causes to this issue, and majority of the causes are related to a software issue. This could be a bug, this could be a glitch, this could be an issue trying to connect to the internet, but do not worry because I'm going to help you diagnosing and solving this issue 99% in this video. But it's very important for you to follow the steps that I'm going to share with you in the specific order that I'm going to show them to you, because one step essentially complements the other one. So if you skip a specific step, this could help not fixing the problem. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I do cover a lot of tech hacks and tutorials. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the channel. It really helps me out. Now, moving into the very first step in here, the very first thing we're gonna do is simply bring down the control center, turn on flight mode real quick, wait for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna disconnect the airplane mode or flight mode in here. So once we're done doing that, we're gonna test if it's working or not, because essentially what we're doing is we're cutting all sort of internet connection and then we're restarting that connection here from our phone into our carrier or into our Wi-Fi network. Okay, so it's important just to restart the connection to ensure that everything is working fine. If the problem is not sorted out, we're gonna bring down the control center, turn off mobile data, turn off Wi-Fi if it's not turned off already, and then you want to turn back on cellular data, and then try seeing if it's working or not. If it's not working, we're moving into the next step where we need to run a speed test on our iPhone device. Essentially, speed test will let us know whether our internet connection is working fine or not, because in some cases our iPhone device requires a specific minimum sort of speed of internet in order for few features to work, and this is actually something related to security of the iPhone itself. Okay, so it's important to ensure that your internet speed is decent. So we're gonna hop into Safari real quick, and then we're gonna go all the way to google.com, and then once we're here, we're gonna type in here speed test. Right, there we go, second option. Once we're here, we're gonna tap on run speed test in order to see how quick our internet is running. There we go, download speed around 20 Mbps, which is perfect, and then we do have the upload speed, which will show up in here in no time. There we go, upload speed running around 15 Mbps or 14, and once the speed test is complete, you'll be able to see a text description in here saying, hey, your internet connection is very fast or slow, or it needs to be improved, or anything like that. So you want to grab that information so you do not need to worry about technical values in here. Simply give a look at it and it should say that your internet is working fine. If it's not working fine, try changing your ISP or your Wi-Fi connection or your mobile data, something like that, but change your internet just to rule out the possibility of this being caused by your internet. Next up, the next thing we're going to do is simply try opening up iTunes Store once again. Error still persists. We're going to close. We're gonna hop into settings real quick, and then we're gonna scroll down all the way to apps down here. Tap on apps and then search for iTunes Store, which is under the letter I. For example, in my case, I'm unable to find it here. Nope, here we go. I've just found it. We're gonna open up iTunes Store settings. Now, if you're unable to see apps down here, that's probably because you have a much older software model. So in that case, you want to search in here within settings for iTunes Store, and you'll be able to find that specific app, which will lead you to the exact same settings of that app. Next up, you want to search for cellular data or mobile data. This should be toggled on. In my case, it's off. I'm going to toggle it on real quick. Essentially, what it's saying is that, for example, you do have your mobile data permission here that needs to be turned on in order for iTunes Store to access the internet. So if it's off, that's definitely not allowing you to access the internet from your iTunes Store application. Now that I've turned on, I'm gonna close and let me test it out real quick. iTunes Store, let me quickly close this and reopen iTunes Store, and now it should be running. There we go, welcome to the iTunes Store. Continue, it's working perfectly fine. So basically the main cause was was internet connection in my case, was the mobile data that was switched off. Now, if this doesn't help fixing the problem, just to showcase it to you, other possibilities that may be causing this to happen, we're gonna hop into settings real quick. Let me just go back, and then we're gonna scroll down here all the way to screen time, which is located right here. Tap into screen time, and then once you tap in here, you're gonna scroll down all the way to content and privacy restrictions. So you want to ensure that this is turned on as a whole. You can also search for a specific app. For example, if I turn it on, you do have iTunes and App Store purchases. If I tap in here, I can actually ensure that everything is off. You may be having an issue in here where you're restricting a specific app in here from accessing a specific connection to the internet. So I would recommend you to turn it off, all of the options, just to test it out. And if it gets the problem solved and you still use actually screen time, then go back to screen time and turn on the other functions that you wish to use. But in my case, I would definitely recommend you to turn it off real quick and then test it out if it's working fine. Now, if it doesn't fix the problem, we're moving into the next step where I would recommend you to actually perform a forced restart on your iPhone device. And it's important for you to perform after trying all these steps, just to ensure that the settings are actually applied after performing a restart on your iPhone. Now, if you do have an iPhone 8 or later models, for example, I'm running an iPhone 16 in here. In order to perform a forced restart, all you need to do is rapidly tap on volume up and then down and then press and hold the power button continuously for approximately 6 to 7 seconds. Do not release your power button. Keep on pressing your power button continuously until you see the Apple logo on your screen. So once you see Apple logo on your screen, you're gonna release the power button and let your iPhone turn on normally. This does not delete any sort of data. What it does is, it's actually as if you've disconnected your battery from your iPhone and then you've reconnected it manually to kick it back on or to kickstart it back on. This pretty much solves a lot of bugs and glitches that you do have on your iPhone, and it's very recommended to do it every 15 days. Now, if you do have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, in order to perform a forced restart, all you need to do is press and hold on the volume down along with the power button. Press and hold both of the buttons continuously until you see the Apple logo on your screen. Once you see, you're gonna release both of the buttons combination. Now, please note that if you do have a much older iPhone device with a physical home button in here down, then all you need to do is press and hold that physical home button along with the power button continuously until you see the Apple logo on your screen, and then you're gonna release both of the buttons combination. Now, if this doesn't help fixing the problem that you've got, we're moving into one of the last steps in here where we're gonna hop into settings real quick, and then next up we're gonna scroll down all the way to privacy and security in here. We're gonna tap into privacy and security. Next up, we're gonna scroll down all the way here to lockdown mode. Tap on lockdown mode and ensure that this is turned off and not on. Okay, in my case it's off, but just double check on your phone if it's off. Now, it should help fixing the problem. If it doesn't, simply uninstall iTunes and then reinstall it here. By pressing and holding, remove the app and then reopen the App Store, search again for iTunes Store and then re-download it in here, or update it if you do have a pending update software in here. It should show here, update if there is a pending software update on your iPhone device. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video, and if you find my content useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down in the comment section if you do have any question or doubts. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.